Hey Stockhouse, it's March 25th today, and it's time for another edition of Markets in Motion. Lots going on again. Obviously, lots of impact on gold here. Gold's been very volatile throughout everything that's been going on in the Middle East. This is something I thought was quite interesting, trying to figure out, are we getting close to that bottom and what'll happen with gold? This is looking at gold sentiment. This comes to us from our friends at Hedge Fund Telemetry, and Tom and his team track the sentiment of gold futures. And you can see here, hasn't been too many other times it's got down to this range in the last couple of years. This is going back to the fall of 2024, and if you remember, we saw a fairly significant pullback in the price of gold and the gold stocks back then. So again, we're dipping down to that level. If we look at gold miner bullish percent, you can see again times when it's bottomed, it's got down to this same range. March 2020, which was COVID, September 2022, and then October 2023, and here we are again. So certainly from a bullish percent standpoint, gold miner stocks are down in that range. If we look at GLD, which is the gold ETF, this is looking at inflows and outflows. So you can see the green bars are inflows. Wow, look at this big bar of red. That's outflows for the month of March. Haven't seen anything like that for some time. So again, looks like everyone's selling and running for the hills. Same thing or very similar thing with silver. We saw that volatility appear in January in silver. Big sell down, then it returned, bang, another big sell off here again with silver. What's the other focus? Well, everyone continues to look at energy and what's happening with energy stocks. The concern is that, if we see some sort of resolution in the Middle East, oil's going to drop, stocks are going to drop. Well, you can see here, this is looking at the XLE, which is the energy ETF in the US. We'd actually started to see inflows into the XLE ETF in January and February, even before what's happened. We haven't seen that much in March, and that's probably just investors not believing that this is actually true and going to happen. And you can look back, you can see that there's been a lot of outflow over the last year and a half here. So is it time for energy? Well, this was something that Sentiment Trader did, and I thought it was quite fascinating. They took a look at when oil has gone into backwardation, which it did and is, and when it's had a spike up, which it has in the most recent past. They took a look at this data after the first week of March, so it's a couple weeks old now. But what they found when you look at the XLE, so the stocks of energy companies, that ETF, that the instances in the past, what happened 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, so on and so forth. You can see here that kind of over the short term, really kind of choppy, can go anywhere. But over the long term, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, it's up 100% of the time. Not a lot of other instances of this, clearly. There's only 3 other samples. So the sample size is small, but the returns are quite impressive. So if you're not in energy, might be something to look at. That's it for this week. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.